Hey everybody, welcome to the Adventure Archive. Dragonbane Night here. Let us know, please let us know how the audio and video is sounding and looking, because we're kind of doing another platform for screen capturing and all that for the players. So if anything sounds out of whack, please speak up in the chat and let us know, because I can't hear anything. They all sound great to me. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. We got Grandpa's Dice Bag. Good to see you. And it sounds like he's asking Joe if he's going to play some more video games. Cool, thanks, man. Well, I think I should sound okay. We'll see what they sound like, because they're the ones that are being captured differently. But, okay. We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, don't forget, like the stream if you're watching right now, and like the VOD if you're watching in the future. Before we begin with the recap, we will thank Mr. Patrick, because he created a fantastic Dragonbane system. Go check him out. Go check out his work on all the Dragonbane Foundry stuff. And then also Andreas for the official Dragonbane soundtrack, and Noel, which we're listening to right now, actually. I always forget about the soundtrack. It plays during the starting soon, but then I forget to cue it up during play. So this is The Kiss of the Spider God by Noel. You can check it out at the link on the screen or down in the description. I gotta check out more of their stuff, because I've been getting a lot of new albums, but not listening to them. So I need to dig through it, see if there's any appropriate stuff. Anyway, let's do a recap, everybody. So last time, you guys were separated. You split the party. We had Brian and Magnus down south trying to save his life. And he came back a tree-like entity, in a way. Not a full treekin, somewhere in the middle, because he suffered a magical mishap and gave himself a magical disease, which caused him to get very barky and fungusy. And so here we have him now. He is a very new character. He is 8 feet tall, or pretty damn close anyway. And yeah, new voice, new kind of personality. He doesn't remember a whole lot, it seems like. He remembers enough to know that these people are his friends. So far anyway. We'll see if he has any memory relapses. But you guys, Brian and Magnus, after he was resurrected, so to speak, came upon a merchant in Deepmire who was having some issues with his wagon, getting stuck in the bog. You guys helped him out, but you did not help him out of the bog, but you helped him out of the muck. And he cursed your name, saying he's going to, if he dies out there, his ghost is going to haunt you for eternity. So we'll see what happens. Maybe let's stuff all roll in the background. And then while they were waiting, Gwydion and Dagwood, they met a knight, a bloodied knight that they donated their healing potion to, that they got from Ulat, because he was in bad shape, and he was off hunting the knight in black, which they've already encountered, or the rider in black, and gave them a little bit of a hint on perhaps how to find his weakness, or the horse's weakness anyway, because while he encountered him, there was a lightning strike, and it caused a tree to burn, burst into flames, and the horse reared up, panicked, and that allowed him to get away with his life, essentially. But after all of that, they decided to go back down into the pool where they are now, and slowly make their way, exploring around. Dagwood was kind of creeping around, getting a lay of the land, and they did notice that there's some puddles on the earth, which are presumably from the pool that they exited. There's also some strange char marks, which they thought were benign until Gwydion carelessly walked down the hallway and stepped on it, and out from the earth, or up from the earth, burst a creature, a humanoid creature made of stone and sand and dirt and all of those things. He's got little foliage. There's a bit of a kinship, I guess, maybe with Magnus, so we'll see how that works out. But he looks pissed. His eyes are blazing with anger. And guess what, guys? It's combat time. That's why I got the music queued up. So I'm going to add all of you guys to combat, and then we will go from there and see how this thing plays out. Okay. Combat tracker. Is everybody there? Yes. Let us roll, or well, let's draw a card. Okay. So as this stone creature of some kind bursts out of the ground, Gideon is surprised, but Dagwood, you're used to surprises apparently, because you get to go first.
Yeah, so Dagwood, surprised by this, but always ready. Pulls his midnight dagger out. What time of day is it, would you think?
What time of day?
Yeah.
Oof. I think you guys entered. Did you guys rest? I always forget this. Did you guys rest before you went in? Or no, did you guys just meet up and go straight down? Because it was, I think, afternoon or late afternoon when you guys entered, if you did not rest for the night. So yeah, it's probably not quite evening if that's what you're asking for.
Yeah, the reason I ask is this dagger, its effects are dependent on whether it's daytime or nighttime.
Ah, okay. We'll say it's sort of in the between. So I guess technically daytime still.
It's nighttime somewhere.
That's
true.
It is.
But it's also daytime somewhere too. So he will. He is going to attack this thing. If it looks like angry and it looks like it's ready to.
Yeah, it's facing Gwydion, so it's like it was summoned into existence because of that, or him.
Okay, so I'm gonna just check this one ability. So I'm gonna use you activate backstabbing, which makes sense based on the location of everybody. I activate this ability when making a melee attack against an enemy that is also within 2 meters of another player character. Your attack counts as a sneak attack, which means it cannot be dodged or parried. And I get a boon on the roll, which will cancel out the Bane because it's daytime.
Nice.
It'll just be a flat roll on my dagger. And the number of dice that I roll for damage is increased by 1.
Damn.
So...
Okay. That's pretty brutal. Cannot be dodged, so makes sense.
Say this
unaware.
ability can only be used with a subtle weapon. Does that...
Oh, I believe your dagger is a subtle weapon.
Okay. Just wanted to check and make sure. So...
There's usually... all weapons have classes, which we don't often go into. But I'm almost 100% sure that... But I'll check while you go.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spend the willpower points to do backstabbing, and then I will attack them. So Midnight Dagger.
Ooh, a 3. Success.
So damage.
5. Did you didn't say you get an extra die as well?
It did. It's so the Midnight Dagger does it's supposed to do 1d8. I don't know what the 1d4 there is.
That's your strength bonus, most likely.
Oh, is it damage on a gnome using Midnight Dagger?
No. So the D4 is a damage bonus based on your agility, not strength.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a built-in thing you got.
Gotcha. Okay, and I'm going to
so
go ahead
5
and roll
points of damage.
Extra D8, right?
Okay. Yeah, if it says one more, yeah. Well, that's a D8. Okay, that was a D8 plus D4. So you got, oh shit, you got 8 though.
Yeah.
So 8 plus 5 then. Damn. Okay, 13. Okay, so this will be. I'm gonna manually subtract this since I can't do it that way. So that would be okay. Okay, so yeah, you lunge forward and stab this guy or slash this guy, and you take out a massive chunk of his dirtness, his stoniness. It crumbles to the ground at his feet, and you're kind of coughing on dust as you wound him, and he bellows out a A roar. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You are...
I'd like to get out of the way, I think. So
Okay.
I might try to sneak back to give a little room for in the hallway, but also maybe try to take advantage of the surprise and kind of disappear.
Okay, so technically you're in melee combat, so he'd get a free attack unless you have some kind of ability that allows you to forego that.
Let me just double check this real quick. No.
Cool. Thanks, Grandpa. Glad to know everybody's sounding good. It's never. I should have done a test recording beforehand. Quick one, but you know.
I will. I can use defensive. If he tries to attack me, I will go ahead and attempt to parry that attack. Is this possible? And it won't use my action unless I've already used my action, and so I can't do this.
Well, correct. Yeah. So you have used your action because you did attack him.
Okay.
So that is your
I
one
will just
action.
move back.
You're gonna move back and
move back and yeah.
Okay, and see what happens. Okay, which direction?
See
back
what
that
happens.
way. Okay, let's see what happens here because it is a random monster attack. And just so you know, unless otherwise noted, monster attacks cannot be parried. So there are some. It'll always let me know too. There are some attacks that can be though, in the case of if they have a weapon. Okay, Fist of Stone. He automatically hits automatically in melee combat, but can be dodged or parried. But unfortunately, you cannot dodge or parry. So here's what we were just talking about. So yeah, he spins around immediately as you dislodge some of his body, and it crumbles to the ground, and lashes out with he double fists you in the face, and you take 11 points, of course, minus. Let me target you. That should... Go ahead.
I was going to say, defensive, it can be used anytime during the round.
Oh, I thought it said that he... I thought he said that he couldn't if it used his attack already, or his action.
No, when you use defensive, it does it without consuming your action, but it also says you can do it at any time during a round in combat.
Okay, so if you want to use that...
I do, yeah.
But it says parry? Okay.
So that would be my Midnight Dagger again, but I use parry. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look up the ability, and I'll go ahead and just apply it.
But you can only use it once for the same attack.
Okay.
But you could use this ability multiple times in combat.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, reading further down there, it does say that I can only try to parry the same attack once. The ability can be used multiple times per round as long as you have enough willpower. Can be used at any time during the round. So it seems like that would fit.
Yeah. Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
Okay, and are you gonna roll the? You got to roll the attack, and then it's like an opposed roll, I believe. Man, it's been a long time since we've parried. Let me double check. Where is the parry? Okay, here we go. Parrying when hit by a parry attack with drawn weapon or shield. Note that you cannot draw a weapon. You must declare that you're going to parry before the attacker rolls for damage. You cannot parry unarmed. Reaction. That's what you're doing right now. Yeah, so roll against your skill for the weapon. I remembered correctly. I thought it was an opposed roll though.
So whenever I hit the skill roll for Midnight Dagger, it only gives me the option to throw. Maybe because I've already attacked.
Let's see here. So your Midnight Dagger. Yeah, why don't you just roll your whatever your ability is in daggers or knives or whatever it is. Yeah, it's knives. It's 18. So chances are you're going to be successful. So you can just roll a d20 if you want, and we'll see if you get an 18 or less. And you do. Big surprise. So yeah, he comes out with his fists barreling, and you just ching ching. Sparks are flying as his knuckles are ground into dust. So you successfully evade. You can also move a little farther away if you'd like, because I think your movement's
I'm going to kind of
decent.
move around this corner here.
Okay.
And out of sight.
Okay, so you're going to kind of hide around the corner. All right.
Yep.
All right, that brings us to Gwydion. What do you like to do? Is this you're coughing in a cloud of dust as Dagwood he struck and bailed.
Gwydion crouches down, almost like getting down on one knee, and slashes his sword as hard as he can.
Okay.
This creature. And I forgot how to play the damn game. Oh, here we go.
Just target this guy, and then you can click your attack.
Slash.
Ooh. 2. Okay. So he sees this coming. He's going to attempt to hang on.
Oh.
He's going to attempt to dodge as your blade strikes forth. Oh, he doesn't though. So yeah, your blade makes it through his defenses, and you roll 7 points of damage. And let me target this guy and deal the damage here. Did that work? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right,
it didn't
this
do
guy...
it.
Huh?
Because I targeted him. It didn't do it when I did the targeting before. Guess not.
Well, I think I have to right-click and say deal damage, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I don't think you have the ability, I think. Okay, yeah, so you cut through again. This entire corridor is turning into a cloud of dust because this guy is slowly being hacked away. He looks like he's just lurching in place. He's off balance because you guys have just basically excavated him, let's say. And he doesn't look so hot. The fire in his eyes are fading slightly. But that brings us to Brian. You just hear a ruckus going down the corridor to the south of you, and you hear knives flashing, you hear grunting, you see just dust billowing. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll move in a little further.
Okay, don't forget there's a puddle right here.
Oh.
You can walk through it if you'd like.
Can I try to jump over it?
Yeah. Why don't you give me an acrobatics check? See if you can leap over it. Oh, dang. Yeah, okay. You rolled a dragon. So you gracefully, expertly make your way to the other side. And I'll give you like a movement bonus or something like that. Or if you have any other ideas of what kind of bonus would be appropriate for Brian in this instance, let me know.
Okay.
Like maybe it's like a boon on your attack because you just you get surprised, right? You're so quiet and graceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know the puddle thing. I'm like, how do I say it without saying it?
What, like you can walk through it if you want, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so you can move where you'd like.
To you.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. I just wanted to. That's always a difficult thing to do, especially after a session, to like remind the players of things that are. Maybe I should have mixed it up with all of the other descriptions. But anyway, too late now. Okay, so Brian, you're going to make your way forward, and you do see this hulking creature made of earth and stone standing there facing Gwydion.
Okay. I am going to use my assassin heroic ability,
Oh, okay.
which is your sneak attack deals an extra D8 damage. You
So you're
activate
doing a
this
sneak
ability
attack?
after you roll a hit, but before you roll for damage. Can I make it
Okay.
a D10 since I rolled a
Yeah,
1?
or you can have advantage on the attack. It's up to you.
Oh yeah,
I could give you
probably
a damage. I could give you a damage bonus. Or yeah, it's up to you.
That's tough. My knives is 17, so I might be being cocky, but I feel like I'm okay. So yeah.
So you'd
I'll
rather
just-
have a damage bonus to the okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, just barely with 17. Okay, so you're using your dagger and your dagger, or your what is your dagger? It's a D8. So I'll give you like just another D8, or yeah, I'll give you the D10 instead of the D8. You'll probably have to manually roll it though.
Yeah. Okay, so I will. Should I not engage assassin then? Yeah, probably not. I'll
It's up
just
to you.
take away the will point or the willpower.
It should
point.
automatically do it once you click using.
Well, assassin will automatically do a D8. So let's see. Let's roll damage, and then I'll roll a D10. Does that work?
So you're gonna take the 6 instead of the 8 D8, right?
Well,
Sucks because your D8 rolled an 8.
well, that's my dagger damage.
And then
Okay.
what's the D10?
That's the bonus, right?
Oh, you wanted the bonus to be a D10. All right, I'll let it slide. That's not what I was thinking, but yeah, it's
because
fine.
assassin is normally a D8 bonus, so I was just asking for a D10 bonus.
Oh, instead of the D8. Okay, that's
Does
fair.
that make sense?
Got you. Yeah. Did you click using assassin though, so the willpower points
No.
go away?
Oh well, no, but I did the willpower points up
Manually?
manual.
Okay. So yeah, if
I
you
don't
click
know, I
the
got a
ability,
D4 though.
yeah, if you activate the ability, it'll auto do that for you. You don't need to.
No, I
manually
know,
do
but I
anything.
didn't activate the ability.
Oh, okay. So do you
Because
want to
it-
move right behind this guy, or are you attacking him from the corner?
Can I attack him from the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can attack him diagonally. Okay. So you slip around the side and attack this guy. And make sure he's targeted. Deal damage. Okay, yeah, you just thrust your dagger forward straight in the middle of his back, and he explodes into a bunch of dust and pebbles, falling to the ground in a heap.
Eee.
You did it.
Nice.
Easy
don't know
peasy.
why. My dagger rolled an extra 1d4. Because my damage is 1d8, and then it rolled an extra 1d4.
Oh, your agility damage bonus, same as Dagwood.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so exactly. So when you're using knives and daggers and probably some other things like bows, I think it's the agility that's a damage bonus versus the strength.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, all that's
Well, I guess we gotta-
calculated.
Well, I guess we got to be careful about where we're stepping.
Gwydion sheaths his sword, gives a big smile to Brian, getting the killing blow on this beast. And then he reaches in his pouch to give Dagwood. He hands you his potion of healing, that little healing potion dose we had. Because when you reminded me in the recap.
I'm not hurt at all.
Yes, but remember when we used yours to heal that night, I told you I would give you mine. So here you are.
Oh, thank you.
Gwydion's voice changes every session.
Especially with his cozy fancy coffee.
Yes.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Can you add a potion of healing to my inventory? Please?
I can. Are you you're giving
I already
or
deleted it out of
oh, you
mine.
deleted it. Okay, yeah, of course. Give me 1 second. I will drag it over. Healing
Look at
potion.
Joey being a rules. I gotta be a rules boy, Grandpa.
Gotta be. There's always one, right?
I mean, that's what I did before I was part of the show.
I'm never the rules guy, as you guys know. I've been running Dragonbane for I don't know how long, and I still forget all the rules. But you know, it keeps everybody on their toes, I guess. All right, so you guys are standing there in the corridors. Torches are still hissing and crackling, but what is left of this golem or elemental or whatever it was is just lying in a heap of dirt at your feet.
Dagwood will approach the dirt and kind of like with his foot just kind of like push the dirt around to see if there's anything solid inside of it, or if it's just the dirt that is in a pile in this space.
Yeah, you sift through the dirt, and there doesn't appear to be anything other than little stones and pebbles and fractures of what it used to be. What's so funny, Gwydion?
Gwydion goes to Brian and he says, "Look away! I think he's about to make duty."
Duty? Oh, it's like a cat box. I get it now. I get it now.
Sweet, please.
Okay, so you guys are standing in this long, roughly hewn corridor, and before you stands a wooden door, actually to your north, and to the west, and to the south. But there's also more branching corridors to the east and the south from where Dagwood is, anyway.
Well,
I wonder.
Like we should check some of these doors and see what's behind some of them.
Could be more dangerous elementals. I'm starting to think this Stormhand is not the good fellow. It was Stormhand, right?
Yes, that is the character you are looking for.
I lost my notes.
No, it's okay. I'm not one of those GMs that punishes players for forgetting names or information. I think that's BS.
He yells at us off stream, guys. A lot. But no, I believe that water woman was also a conjured spell of sorts. Which makes me wonder, is he able to lay these as magical traps, or is he watching us from somewhere and summoning them? I don't know much about magic.
No one answers you.
I might be able to figure out if we're being watched. I think this is the voice I used last week.
You were kind of like, hello. I don't know. It was like, maybe it's because you were excited. I don't know. But
oh yeah, he sounded younger last week.
Yeah, you sounded younger. You sounded less like an old man, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, too young.
Oh man, could you imagine? Oh.
I'm gonna cast Root Network. So I'm gonna be able to sense movement and vibrations through the underground root system, and I'm gonna see if I can get a count of just how many things are kind of shuffling about in here.
Yeah.
It's got a range of 100 meters. I'm not quite sure how large the place we are in is, but hopefully it works.
Is it something that you can have activated and like searching as we're moving around, or do you have to stand still while that's happening?
Yeah, it's a stand still thing. It's basically him consciously kind of, I guess, digging his feet somewhat into the ground and then listening to the vibrations and all that around him. Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Sweet.
So you can go ahead and click it, hopefully. Can you click it? Does it work?
Oh, wait. I think I figured this out last time.
It should, because I turned them into, I used heroic abilities. Yay, it does work.
Sweet.
Patrick would be proud of me. I was able to copy and paste something. No custom coding. Sorry, Patrick. So yeah, use 3 willpower points to activate one of your new abilities, and you, I don't know, what does Magnus do when is he like meditative? Is he closing his eyes in concentration, or is it what does it
He's
look
already
like?
hunched down, so he's just
that's
kind of
right.
gonna dig his fingers into the dirt, and the roots are kind of gonna extend from his fingers, getting thinner as they like spread out, till they get to that range of 100.
Okay, yeah, so you do so, and it's strangely quiet. You don't sense really any vibrations. The most you sense is the very subtle wavering of the torches on the walls, kind of working their way through the stone, but it's very, very subtle. You don't detect anything right away, but then a few moments later, you detect the very faintest movement on the floor that's coming from this direction. You see where I clicked?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, so it's very faint. It's almost like you almost missed it.
I think somebody is approaching from the south. Or something.
Dagwood turns to that southern corridor and kind of looks down there to see if he sees anybody walking or moving.
So
in our
yeah,
direction.
you peer down the southern corridor, and it does kind of branch off, or it starts to round toward the east. You don't see anything. You don't see any shadows cast by the torches. You don't hear anything quite yet.
He'll begin creeping that way. Just kind of
Okay.
his ears are perked, and he's silently.
Are you trying to sneak, or do you want to use a sneaking? Okay, so why don't you roll me sneaking, and we'll see how stealthy you are as you make your way. Probably. Oh, a 19. Holy crap.
Nope.
I thought that was going to be a
I'm gonna
shoe
push
in
that.
for you. Okay.
It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
He's gonna use strength, so he's gonna use exhausted. So he kind of shakes off. He starts walking, and his foot hits off something, and he's just like, "Get a hold of yourself. You can do this. Don't embarrass yourself. You're the best.
All this sneaking
You can do
is
this."
tough work. Oh, as a reminder, everybody, don't forget, all of your mementos can be used to remove a condition once per session. I know that's a rule that we often forget. I often forget. I don't think we used it at all during the last campaign. And it could be very useful, especially as those conditions add up. Okay, so you succeed with a 10. You are quietly making your way without a sound toward the south. So you tell me where you would like to go as you proceed down this way.
Here.
Yeah, there is a door. There is a wooden door. It's closed.
Do I see anything on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling as I approach that door, that position?
Nothing different. Everything looks to be the same in terms of just the earthen floors. There's light indication of travel like you saw earlier, but there's no charred marks like Gwydion passed through. There's no puddles of water, nothing like that you can spot.
I'll kneel down next to the door and put my ear to it and listen inside.
Okay.
Or anything.
Yeah, you do. So you listen quietly, or you listen carefully, I should say, not quietly. And you hear kind of I don't want to call it pacing, but it's kind of pacing. And then you hear this weird ruffling sound followed by it, almost like the only thing you can think of is when a bird takes flight. That sudden sound of wings fluttering as a bird rises into the air, or something feathered. That's what you hear periodically.
I'll motion for everybody that they can come on down. That it's safe up to this point, and I'm going to reach up and I'm going to see if the door is locked.
The door is indeed locked.
Okay. I will reach. I believe I have lockpicking materials.
The greatest thief in the land, Butter.
I don't. I feel like I should, but I will use my claws as to pick the locks. Maybe I've done that up until now.
Yeah, that's strange. I wonder if it's something we overlooked because I feel like you would have lockpicks. We should just give you lockpicks because I think that would have been something that Dagwood would have had on his person for sure. Okay. Yeah, why don't you give me... so as you start picking this lock with your trusty nails, or let's just say you have lockpicks, I can add them to your sheet. That this door seems to be strangely difficult despite its rustic appearance. It's just a very plain door made of wood. The lock is very crude, but you're having trouble. So why don't you roll me a lockpick with a Bane?
Lockpick under something?
Oh, sorry. It should be like, I guess, sleight of hand. I think. Have we never picked locks in this game?
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
But yeah,
I guess I imagine sleight of hand would be that check. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. When you're trying to do something, pick a lock. Yep. There we go. See, I told you guys, I don't know the rules.
And you can pick a lock without lock picks, but the simple lock pick lets you do it without a Bane. And if you have advanced lock picks, you get to do it with a boon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I would be okay flavor-wise if it was just with my claws. Since
why not? We'll just say those count as standard lockpicks. So if you do want to get enhanced ones, that's something you can either buy or find or something. But yeah, so you get in there with your little nail, and you hear a click, but the door remains closed. You haven't opened it yet, I don't think.
He will turn back to everybody and kind of give a smile, and then reach up while looking at them and open the door, and then turn back to kind of like see as the door starts kind of like as he's pushing it open slowly, what he starts being able to see.
Okay. So you open the door and you see a center passageway leading across, directly across to another door. And you can move your guy. I guess it doesn't matter. I wonder if anyway. Yeah, you see the center aisle. It's a walkway, but flanking this aisle are two cells. So there's bars rising up from the floor, and there are these triangular cells. This one is empty, but this one over here, something you'd never imagine seeing in what appears to be a dungeon, and that is a swan. So a swan is behind bars, a white swan.
There's something here that is like cutting off my vision. It's like a piece right here that is creating like a gold shadow.
I know, that's really bizarre. Let me check the walls in Foundry and see what's going on. It looks to be some kind of...
Move out of the way.
I don't know what it is. There's nothing there. That's weird.
Yeah, even if I move that way, it stays.
That's so
I can't go into the cell though.
Must be a Foundry error because I'm looking at all the walls and everything else looks good. So we'll just, I guess, theater of the mind it. There's really nothing in here other than on this side is a cell that's empty. And on this side is a cell that is contains a swan, a white swan.
Okay. So he'll kind of creep up to the bars and he'll see how the swan reacts to him as he opens it up. And I'm guessing, was it dark in here before, and now there's some light coming in from the torches in the
Yeah.
hallway?
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's because there's a torch right here, and the light source is being occluded by this corner,
Okay.
I think. So, for instance,
Okay.
if I were to put a light in here, there we go.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'll move up
So
there.
yeah, we'll just say that there's, you know, some faint light trickling in, enough for you to see. But yeah, you walk up to the bars of the cell that contain the swan, and you see it kind of ruffles its wings a little bit and backs away from the front of the bars where you are, and keeps an eye out on you. And Joey, I think we lost you. I don't see a camera anymore. But that's okay. I'm sure he'll figure it out.
So Dagwood will kneel down and he'll say, "Hello, pretty bird. Don't be scared. Can you understand me?" And he kind of like whispers this.
Yeah, it does kind of a swan thing. It sort of like tilts its head and looks at you curiously. But it doesn't nod or shake its head or anything, any kind of human quality.
I'm gonna creep back out of the room to
Okay.
the everybody else,
Okay.
and I will let them know there is. And I'll just say what was in the room. There's a swan in a cage in there. I know it sounds like I'm making things up, but I'm not. Go have a look for yourself.
Gwydion will approach and look in there.
Yeah, Brian will too.
Yeah, so you guys head in there and you see exactly what I was saying earlier. 2 cells, one empty up here, and then one right here that contains a white swan. And it's kind of ruffling its feathers now that Dagwood has left the premises, and pacing around its cell, pecking at the ground, looking for food perhaps.
Magnus, can you talk to animals now that you're a tree?
I believe I
think
can.
Oh, you can? I couldn't remember if that was something we were talking about and you didn't pick it. Do you
I
have
had
that?
Animal Whisper from before.
Oh, is it spell?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna cast. Well, I'm gonna make my way into the room first.
Okay.
Carefully avoiding the torches on my way. And I will cast Animal Whisper.
Okay,
ask
power
it-
level 1 succeeded. Go ahead.
Who locked you in here?
So the swan looks at you and you hear one word only, and that is mage.
Oh. Oh dear. Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is we're in the right place. The bad news is the mage is here. Well, a cage is no place for a bird.
And I'm going to try to open the bars if I can.
Yeah, so there is a door on this cell, on both cells actually. They're both are, yeah, so you can attempt to open it. There is a padlock on each. Or not a padlock, but like a little locking mechanism on the front.
Dagwood, would you care to do the honors?
Of course. And he will come into the room.
Okay.
Can't move past you. That's right. Let's see. So does this one? Do I need to bane this one?
No, this would be hang on 1 second. Let me double check. No, you're okay. It's standard. Ooh! Success with a dragon. Look at that. Yeah, this one opens quite easily. But as you hear this click, the swan transforms. You see a burst of feathers and a twinkle of light. And you see what looks to be a woman. And let me find her character art really quick here.
Is she made of water?
I knew it was the Swan Princess.
While you're doing that, Dagwood is going to slip, if it was a padlock that was on the cage, he's going to put that into his pouch. Just this padlock.
Okay. All right. So this woman appears before you. She is dressed in a strange skirt that almost looks like it's made of leaves. And she has a band of paint across her eyes. She has long hair flowing back that is, it's so blonde it's almost white. Almost as white as the swan she once was. And she leans forward and says, "Who are you?" to Dagwood.
My name is Dagwood. Who are you?
Are you with the mage?
Oh no, we seek the mage. We are not with the mage.
Why do you seek the mage?
We are looking for something. The mage is said to have it.
Are you here to steal from him?
Possibly.
How do I answer this?
He can't hide the smile that crosses his face, and then he kind of winks at her, and he says, "If we were, what would you think about that?"
I would be okay with that. I would be very fine with that, in fact. You see, he
definitely
puts me...
Without a doubt.
He put me in this cage, and I thank you for releasing me.
You're very welcome.
I have nothing of value to reward you with, but I vow to help you in the future. In the Dead Forest, if you allow me to go.
Of course. We require nothing. It was our pleasure to free you.
Okay.
And he'll step out of the way of the door so that she can pass, and he will say, "Do you know the way out of here? The only way that we found was through the well, which is full of water."
That is the only way out as far as I know. I was kidnapped, thrown in a sack, a magical bag, and taken here and hurled away into this cell. I did not get a lay of the land.
And it was this mage that kidnapped you.
Yes.
Did he know
He's
that you were
bald
more
with a
than just a
beard.
swan? Okay.
No, go ahead.
Did he know that you were more than a swan?
Perhaps. He caught me in my form. I tried to hide from him, but he saw through my guise. And he summoned a strange creature that rose from the earth itself and used it to take me.
We already took care of that creature, so you don't need to worry about that anymore.
I fear there is probably more than one. He seemed to summon it at will. He's very powerful and controls earth and water and wind and fire, among other things. I have heard echoes of his experiments going on within these walls. But I have only seen him once.
First, what did you say your name was? I introduced myself.
My name is Laurind. It's Laurinde.
I'm so close.
Me too.
Okay, yeah, he'll say, so let me ask, when you were taken, and you got a good look at him, you didn't happen to notice a horn? Maybe it looked like a shell. Maybe worn around his neck, or perhaps he was holding it at the time?
I fear I did not get a good look at him because he caught me unaware and I was trying to flee for my life, but unfortunately, as you know, did not get away. But he is short, he is thin, he has a scraggly beard, and he wears a hat often. A green hat with a feather in it. I remember that much.
While you were in your cell, you could hear him working in his workshop?
I heard the faintest sounds coming from the west. I believe. I mean, you can't quite trust your senses in here because the walls, they bend sounds.
Well, please come out of your cell. You can meet the rest of my group, all of my friends. I assure you, we're quite friendly.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a persuasion, Dagwood, to see if she's buying the story, and I'll give you a boon because of your explanation. Oof. Okay, that's unfortunately a fail with a 16. She seems kind of like it's almost like she trusted you momentarily and then her trust diminished somewhat.
He'll maybe notice this and will say, I understand how it can be difficult to trust, especially a cat. Not always the friendliest. I understand. Let me get out of your way. That way you can come out of your cell, and you can judge for yourself once you meet the rest of my friends. And he'll kind of like back away.
Okay. Before you do that, she says, I have been trapped before, as I have said, so I want you and the rest of your companions to move far away from this cell and this room. That will prove to me you are not allied with the mage.
Yeah, Dagwood will turn and he'll start walking towards the door, and as he's leaving, he'll say, as he sees everybody outside, be like, be very careful. She doesn't trust me.
Who doesn't trust you? Who are you talking to?
The swan lady.
There's a swan. And Gwydion will quickly poke his head in through the door.
Okay.
To see her.
Yeah, and you see this woman standing there kind of right at the edge of the border of the open cell door.
With this like snowy white hair. And then he'll peek back out from around and he'll go to Brian. Oh my God, Brian, she's gorgeous. What do we have to do? Dagwood?
Just stay out of her way and let her go so that she doesn't trust us.
All right. I'll move out of the way.
Okay, you guys are moving all the way down. Okay, so what about Brian and Magnus? Are you guys following the rest of your party around the bend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catch
you
up.
guys do so, and you hear the faintest of footfalls. So delicate, it even impresses you, Brian. You catch glimpses of long shadows being cast by the torches, and then receding to nothing as those footsteps recede to nothing, heading north, and then they are gone.
As she's leaving, just as like we start hearing the footsteps, I might whisper down the hallway. I don't want to yell or anything, but I want her to be able to hear me. I will say, farewell, Laurent. Hopefully we meet again under better circumstances.
Okay.
And Brian's gonna yell, Gwydion single. Gwydion thinks you're cute.
Okay, so you guys are once again in this bending, cavernous area with torchlights flickering, or torches flickering. What would you like to do?
So Dagwood is going to say what Laurent had said to him. She said that though she can't trust the way that sound moves in this cave system, that she heard the mage working in his workshop and said that she thought it was to the west.
Okay. Sorry I got so distracted. My cats they kept killing the spider and bringing it back, like they were bringing it to me, and I didn't want it to suffer, so I just finished it off. I'm sorry.
Oh, so your cats were on their own spider hunting adventure?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, because I kept doing, I'm like, what are they doing? And then I realized they were fighting with a big ass spider.
No, I did not. So they won now. Okay, that's good.
They won, and then she brought it over here and dropped on the ground, and I'm like, ugh. But it was still like twitching, so I'm like, let me make sure it's... Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry, viewers. To the west. West was the only word I heard, Dagwood. I'm so sorry.
And you do, Gwydion. You got where you're standing right here. Is you do see that this corridor heads up north again as well.
Okay.
You see a door.
It looks like we're standing right next to a door in between, in between Brian and Magnus. So Dagwood will kind of like come up and look at that door. Does it look like the same type of wooden door as this room with the cells in it?
It does.
Okay. Okay. He'll test that and see if it's locked and if it is the same type of lock.
It is not locked.
Okay. All right, everyone. This one is not locked. It is to the west. Kind of. And he will push it open.
Okay. You should be able to click on the icon. And inside, torchlight is spilling upon what looks to be a pentagram. So it's this vast hallway with very tall ceilings because you can't see the tops of them because it's so black. And yeah, there's a large pentagram carved into the stone floor.
Sorcery.
Any sounds?
But that's all you can see from here. Yeah, no sounds that you can hear of whatsoever.
I think then Dagwood will sneak inside to get a better.
Do you want to? Are you just gonna walk in, or do you want to roll your sneaking ability to ensure? Maybe...
Yeah, he's going to be stealthy. If there's any, there shouldn't be any. Like he's going to be stealthy as much as he can. So
yeah. So why don't you roll me a sneaking check?
Okay.
While Dagwood is sneaking, would it be possible for Magnus to be able to take a round rest?
Round rest is typically in combat, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's typically what it's basically like. You can use that as one of your actions.
Oh, okay.
Do you need willpower points?
Yeah.
Bad.
I should have asked before moving on if that's what we wanted to do.
No, I mean I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Oh, sweet.
We need a soundboard so we can put stuff like the Pink Panther when he sneaks and stuff like that.
You know, I had a soundboard and it had the didgeridoo.
Did it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In some of the early episodes, yeah, I need to bring it back.
And we
Okay,
need an
so
air horn when we crit.
yeah, exactly.
No, don't do that.
Or the Wilhelm scream.
Oh yeah.
That would be perfect. For when you crit fail, yeah. So yeah, Dagwood with a 4, you easily, quietly make your way into this room that opens up very widely. Granted, you can't quite see everything in here because the torch light is only spilling into what you can see on the map. Just this carved pentagram. You can see the walls all appear to be made of the same carved stone as in the hallways outside. But without other lights or feeling your way around, that's about as much as you're going to get. But you're very silent.
He will go ahead and light a torch just to kind of like illuminate the room a little bit.
Okay. So you can, I think you should be able to right click on your token and click the torch module. Hopefully it still works. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so you light your torch and it's blazing. So this room is absolutely empty with the exception of this pentagram carved in the floor. But you do spy on the northern wall, there is a burgundy curtain hanging there across what appears to be another passageway heading north.
So looking down at the pentagram on the floor, is it carved into the earth or is it painted with something?
It's carved, yeah. It's carved into the earth, yeah.
Okay, he's going to bend down, I think, and he's going to like kind of run his finger over, like, or his claws over the groove of the carving of the symbol, and then he's going to put his claws into the earth and rake them across the groove to kind of like break up the symbol, kind of interrupt it a little bit if he can.
Yeah, so you're trying to just ruin its sort of perfect lines and everything?
Yeah. And he's kind of thinking, in the past he's come across like maybe kind of weird stuff like this and things summoned from circles like this. Mm-hmm. And he's like, maybe if the circle is like not completed or if it's disrupted in some way, this might be something that helps in the future.
Yeah, it would probably take you a long time and you're not quite sure if you can do it with your claws because the floor in here is, while it's made of dirt, there's some stone intermixed and it looks to be carved deeper actually within a stone-like surface. So you probably need some kind of tool of some kind, like a weapon or a chisel or something to be able to actually do any damage to this.
Okay. I can use like maybe the hilt of my dagger, not the blade, maybe, to keep it from.
Yeah. I'll say you can spend some time. You could spend a stretch of time if you like trying to do this. Okay. That's probably what it would take. A good 15 minutes or so to start chipping away at the stone.
So in that case, I'll move back over to the group and I'll say, I'm going to try to ruin this strange symbol on the ground. If you all want to take a look around, this is going to take me a few minutes. But it might be worth it in the long run if this is not something that the mage can use against us.
I could help you with that and use my shield.
That would be great. Yes, that would be lovely.
I'm gonna bash my shield.
You're gonna help Dagwood try to. Okay, so while you guys are doing that, Magnus and Brian, what are you doing? Are you just kind of watching and waiting, or is there anything else you would like to do while this is going on?
Let you know about the curtain also, that the room has a curtain in it.
Could I possibly take a shift rest while they do that?
Well, you mean a stretch rest?
Or a stretch rest.
Yeah, of course.
Sweet.
Okay, so you're just kind of yeah, relaxing. And Brian, what about you? Are you doing anything or just hanging out?
She might be interested in the curtain.
Okay.
Can she investigate the curtain?
Yeah, so you move over to the curtain. It's kind of a patchwork burgundy material that was crudely sewn together, but there are no open seams, so you can't really peer through it. You could peer around it if you would like, but it is from top to bottom covering this. You can definitely tell there is a passageway leading in because the rock walls start to kind of bend inward.
So there's a passageway beyond the curtain?
That's what it appears to be, yes.
Okay. She's gonna let him know. I think it's a secret passageway.
Okay, so I guess you mention that over to Gwydion and Dagwood while they're hacking away.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they should be in there.
Dagwood looks up and says, is there anything behind it? Do you see where the passage goes?
I can't tell without taking down this curtain, but I'm afraid if I take it down, something might happen.
We're almost done. And he's just like furiously like trying to just not do anything. It's nothing intricate or detailed. He's just kind of like mainly just trying to create a groove in the stone to break up the line of this symbol.
Yeah, I'll say you guys are hacking away at it, and then if nobody else wants to do anything, so Magnus already did his rest. Brian was investigating the curtain. I would say Brian probably has a little more time to do something else if she'd like. Otherwise, we can fast forward and get through this stretch of time.
I got one thing that I don't want Magnus to forget. Stretch rest, he gets to heal one condition, and then like Jason reminded us, if you play with your bone whistle, you can remove 2 conditions during a stretch rest.
I like how
he's got 4.
Yeah, don't forget. I'll mention it again. Like, yeah, you can use your memento once per session to alleviate to remove a condition.
And it has to be during a stretch rest, so this fits.
Yeah, just don't forget. Yeah.
You hear a faint whistling noise. He's trying to play it quietly.
Is it like the Willy Wonka flute noise? Some bad's about to happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Can Brian try to like check for traps with this curtain?
Yeah, you can investigate it. Yeah, you can take the time to really investigate it and look for those specific things. So, yeah, you examine it thoroughly, and by your measure, there's no traps, nothing hidden. It appears to be an ordinary burgundy curtain.
Is there light coming from beyond the passage? Beyond?
No, just darkness. Yeah. Again, this thing is kind of it's spread all the way across, and you can just see, like I said, the walls kind of rounding toward that direction, which allows you to discern there is a passageway beyond. So the stretch is over. You guys have successfully carved or broken one of the lines of the pentagram. Magnus, you feel a lot better after your little rest. And Brian, I guess you didn't necessarily learn anything other than it doesn't look to be trapped, the curtain.
Yep.
So what would you guys like to do now?
Well, now that that's taken care of and settled, let's see what's behind curtain number 1.
I was wondering if somebody was going to say that.
Gwydion's going to draw his short sword.
Okay.
half shield in hand, and he's going to, push the curtain up with his shield to see what's back there.
Can you move there? Yeah, you can. You can. So you push it, and it is darkness, with the exception of some of Dagwood's torchlight. Well, I guess it's out now.
Yeah, he's gonna douse it. So
it's absolute darkness. I will say though, you can see something at the very end, and it looks to be the outline of a door. You can see light flickering from what you imagine is a torch on the other side. To the north.
I'll go to that door.
Yeah, you find the door.
And I'll open it. I'm not too worried because I trust Magnus's network ability.
Okay. Well, you can click on the door icon and open it if you'd like.
Well, let me see. I can't even.
Can't see it? I'll do it for you. Oh,
yeah, I can't see it.
You clicked, and then I clicked on it and closed it. So it's all right. It's open now. So yeah, you find yourself in the same hallway where you triggered the elemental. So there's still a pile of dust there.
Back here again.
Yeah.
What a pointless hallway.
Well, we're here. He kind of looks at Gwydion and looks at the door that Gwydion is standing right next to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by the way, I will mention there is a door, if you can, I think you guys can see in the map, but there's a door to your west, and there's a door to your north, and then the tunnel extends further to your east. To another door way in the distance, but this all of this entire place, with the exception of the pointless hallway you just walked through, is very nicely lit. So you have a pretty good view of everything around you.
So if we follow the conventions that I learned as a child, east is beast. Funny way of saying best. And west will always be a test.
Oh, I like that.
So
Did you just make that up right now, or is that like a...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that.
I normally play a bard, guys. Perhaps,
I think a knight might have those kinds of sayings. That is, on the tip of his tongue.
It's a little left over from Erasmus. I miss Erasmus. He was something else. Perhaps two of us can go check out what's to the east, and two of us check out what's to the west.
Oh, split the party. I like it.
That sounds good to me.
I'll go towards the east.
Toward the beast. Okay, Magnus, you're making your way, and you run into yet another wooden door, and these all look exactly
Oh, God,
the same.
I thought you were about to say a trap. Like another goal.
No. Yeah, you find yourself facing another door. It looks like Magnus made his way to where you were. What about Brian and Dagwood? Are you guys... Which direction are you going? Where are you hanging out where you are?
I'm looking at the door that's north of my character.
Okay.
I'm going to investigate that door.
Yeah, you investigate it. It's a very ordinary wooden door with the exception of the fact that it is locked.
We'll attempt to pick it.
Did you say you want to pick it? Okay. You pick... Let me make sure this door isn't actually like uber locked or anything really quick. No? Okay. Yeah. You hear a click.
Okay, he will go ahead and open it then.
All right, you open the door. You can click on it. Torchlight spills in to give you a view of this oblong room. And you see what appears to be a kitchen. As well as a table.
Dagwood steps in, his eyes wide, and he's like, "Oh, only in my wildest dreams."
So yeah, you see it looks like a stove to the left. You see an eating table. There's plates and things on it. There's only a single stool at one side though, and then a cupboard in the southeastern part of the room. But yeah, on the table you find a spoon, a mug. There's a cutting board with a knife and some breadcrumbs. Unfortunately, no meal, but over the fire is hanging a pot and a ladle. And you can see that this room extends further to the west as well.
He will like check the cupboard real quick. He'll just like open it up to see if there's anything inside.
Okay. Yeah, you open the cupboard and go ahead.
A box of expired checks that he bought on sale.
I like it. No, you don't really find anything inside other than some little extra plates, extra mugs, things like that.
He'll lean out the door to Magnus and Brian and say, "It's a kitchen. I'm looking. I'm gonna investigate this kitchen. I'll be right back."
Oh, me too. She's
Oh,
gonna.
are you hungry too? I mean,
Yeah.
are you curious as well?
Curious.
Hungry? Is there anything in here?
So yeah, like I mentioned, the only thing you see on the table is some utensils, a mug, and some breadcrumbs. They look to be fairly recent as well. They're not moldy, they're not stale. There is a fire burning. There is a pot hanging over the fire with a ladle.
Passing by the fire, do I see anything inside the pot?
No, it is empty.
Oh, what the heck?
Dang it!
He turns the
Where are
corner.
the snacks?
What is that?
Okay, so you are exploring the western part of the room,
Yeah.
which looks to be a bedroom. You see a bed over here with a small wooden end table. There's a bookshelf on the north wall, and there is a strange statue on the south wall.
Dagwood remembers himself, like he stops as soon as he sees that statue.
Okay.
What is it? Maybe the
It's
bread's back
some sort of-
there.
Some sort of statue. Maybe that is where he keeps his bread.
I bet it's hiding the bread. I'm gonna look.
Go for it.
She's
You're
gonna.
going to investigate the statue?
Yeah, she's gonna grab the statue and try to look behind it.
Okay. So this statue is, it's, how big is this damn statue? Let's just say it's pretty damn big. It's almost, let's say like half size of a man. You recognize this statue. There's something about this statue that is familiar to you. Albeit a more optimal, what's the word I'm looking for? A better looking, more artistically carved version of the man that you met on the surface. You think, anyway. He's not wearing a hat. He's bald, completely bald, has a beard, wearing robes. But there's something about the face that is very reminiscent of the man you saw on the surface that you spoke to.
The merchant?
Not about a day ago. No,
The monk?
the guy, the monk, the guy who came out of the forest, asking questions. The guy who introduced himself as Elephant.
I know him.
Very odd.
Wait a second.
There's no bread
like-
here either.
He looks around the room. Wait, was that wasn't He was wearing a hat. I couldn't tell if he was bald or not.
I think it was him.
Right. Well, it was Arafin who we met, but maybe Arafin
Do you
was
think
Stormhand.
bamboozled us?
Well, yes, I think there's a good chance that we were tricked.
I mean, Magnus probably would have recognized him, right? Maybe not with a hat on.
Well, it has been a long time, I think, since Magnus and Stormhead have met.
In mage school.
Magnus, yeah, Magnus was. This is before Magnus changed, right?
At Hogwarts.
His vision isn't too good, or wasn't. Better now, I think. But maybe he just couldn't see him that well.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, there is a large rug on the wall, kind of near the bed, and it's of a pheasant.
I wonder if that stew was pheasant stew.
What are you talking about? And Dagwood kind of approaches the rug and puts his and like stretches and starts kind of like kneading on it. But he, depending on how well it is hung on the wall. He's not a little cat, so he probably could pull that thing off accidentally. I
feel like one little claw gets stuck in the thread and like he can't get it off, and he accidentally pulls it down.
So he will check out this rug, not subtly.
Okay. Yeah, you investigate it thoroughly, and it appears to be a rug. There's nothing behind it. The wall seems absolutely like everything else you see around you. Yeah, it appears to be purely decorative from from what you can tell.
Is a pheasant. Is there anything else on the rug depicted? Is it the forest around it, or the well?
No,
maybe.
It's a pretty basic rug with just an artistic interpretation of a pheasant stitched on it. But this entire room, like, it feels incredibly cozy and warm. The bed seems inviting. There's a nice bookshelf along the northern wall that perhaps holds some tales that might interest you. I don't know. You just get this very, like, you kind of want to hang out here for a little while vibe.
Are there any Meiji books on the bookshelf?
Do you want to investigate the shelf?
Yes.
Meiji books.
Okay. All right, before we get there, let's zoom over to Gwydion. And what is Magnus doing? Where is he?
He's with me.
Oh, you guys went
he made his
all
way
the
over
way.
to Gwydion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while Brian is investigating the bookshelf, Magnus and Gwydion, you are facing a wooden door. There's actually two. So there's one slightly behind Magnus and to the north, and there's one directly to the east. And then there's one in this strange little alcove area right here that has a door at the end as well.
North or east, Magnus?
I have always liked the direction of north. I choose that one.
North? Very well.
Okay.
And I will
test it.
click the door open.
Okay, you click it open, and inside you find a small squarish room, and there is a niche in one of the walls, a little alcove, into where a wooden cupboard has been inserted right there. There are 3 barrels standing against another wall to the north, and on the third wall, right over here to the east, hangs a curtain, not unlike the one you spotted in the pentagram room.
Definitely want to check out the cupboard and the barrels.
Okay. So you open the cupboard, and inside you count 20 rations worth of food.
Yes.
Dried meat, fruits, almonds, grains, and spices.
Oh my goodness.
We found the wrong room.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Don't
You
tell
guys are.
Dagwood, he's gonna be pissed.
I love how the mage is in the room with the food and not in the with a cool bookshelf, and then yeah, totally
It's funny.
inverted.
You see, Magnus, I told you, east is beast. It's the best direction to go in.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, the room is quiet. The torchlight is spilling in from the hallway. There's no movement. There's no sounds. There's no strange smells. It just appears to be a storage room for food. And so whatever's in the barrels. You haven't checked the barrels, but...
I'm gonna check the barrels.
All right, you check the barrels. And you can tell these are wine barrels. Yeah, you can smell the pungent odor of wine.
Is there a recognizable vineyard name on them? Like, are these
No,
valuable?
you don't. I wouldn't say you recognize it whatsoever. I mean, let's. Yeah, I don't know that you'd be able to determine the value of these unless you have some kind of backstory that you can tell me regarding Gwydion the Knight and his wine knowledge. I don't know.
Good sir, I was a noble, a connoisseur of fine things. Magnus, I'm gonna
I mean,
go
if you've been around wine, I'll say you get a sense of it's not bad stuff. You wouldn't be able to identify it exactly, but it's not like sour or anything. It's not gone bad.
We might need to pack some of this food away and carry a cask of this wine back to the Hungry Hobgob, whatever it was called. And let's go through this curtain. As we know, there's nothing dangerous about these curtains. What is that? Another curtain?
It's a curtain and a curtain. Yeah. So this looks to be a very small 2 meter by 2 meter passageway. But yeah, you pass through the curtain and it's dark in there, and there's another curtain right in front of you.
Magnus, I think this might be his 7 minutes in heaven room. Let's get out of here quickly.
Oh my.
All right, you guys make your way into this other, even smaller room. And there are 2 chests against the wall, and you see a pile of various tools and trade goods against the other.
Ooh.
And then, of course, the curtain that you pass through is to the north. And then there's the door to the west as well.
And Dagwood and Brian chose poorly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends.
You guys got a cool statue. Definitely, let's check out the pile of it was tools, you said? Mundane stuff?
Yeah, you want to check the pile of tools? Yeah, so you take a look over there. You find a pickaxe, a hammer, a crowbar, a shovel, and a rope. A hemp rope.
All of that would have been useful at the pentagram. But we got it done. Okay, so noted. Kind of. Let me write some of that down.
Okay, so while you're making note of that and investigating the area, we will zoom back over to Brian, who is investigating the bookshelf. And on this bookshelf, you do find, it looks like to be, there's a lot of journals there. And you kind of flip through the journals, and it appears to be notes regarding experimentation. It looks to be of a magical nature. Nothing is written in code or in a language you can't decipher. But there is one book that stands apart from the others. And it's a large, heavily leather-bound book with ornamentation on it.
Sorry, I think I froze. She is going to check that out.
Okay. You take it down from the shelf, and you're small, and it's a very hefty book. It looks to be of importance compared to the other journals and things that are on the shelves. And you crack it open, and you see lots of strange symbols inside, strange writing, diagrams, but it's nothing you can decipher.
This is definitely mage stuff. I could tell. I'm starting to feel more and more like we got bamboozled.
Well, maybe we could show that to Magnus. Maybe he might be able to figure something out from it. Dagwood kind of says that like over his shoulder as he is like pushing the statue and maybe like testing things on it, like pushing the eyes, trying to open the mouth, seeing how heavy it is.
Okay, so you further investigate the statue. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty solid. But there's really nothing. It doesn't seem to move in any way that you can decipher. You look along the base to see if there's any marks that it's been pushed or dragged or anything like that. And you don't really see anything whatsoever.
Could I pick it up?
No, it's pretty damn heavy or fused to the floor in some way.
Well, at least we know that our friend, the very nice monk, Erfin, may have been the mage that we're looking for. I say grab that book. Let's bring it with us.
Yeah, let's do it. Do we see the store here?
Yeah, there is a door. Sorry, I forgot to mention there was a door near the statue.
We'll go up and check it out.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Yeah, it is locked.
Okay, he'll pick it.
Okay.
I bet that's where they're keeping the bread and pheasant stew.
It's got to be somewhere.
Okay. You succeed with a 15. The door is unlocked.
I'll go ahead and open it. Thinking we're about to walk into the larder or the pantry. It's going to be amazing in here.
Okay. All right, the door opens up into a small room with a single torch blazing, and to the east is another door. Right over here. And to the south is yet another curtain.
Another curtain. We'll kind of peek around the curtain and see what's behind it, but not throw it open.
Okay, you peek behind the curtain and you spot where am I in the right spot here? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's a rectangular room, and you spy a workbench that's sitting in the center. There is some also bottles, bowls, pots, flasks, and jars. There's also a bookcase with a reading table and a stool as well. And then there's also in the far corner, you can see a cabinet with a large desk. But yeah, that's pretty much what you see. It looks to be a laboratory or a research room or something of that sort. It looks to be the place of someone doing intense study.
He'll open the curtain.
Okay. You open the curtain.
And walk in.
Okay.
And he'll say, "Oh, this is right up Magnus's alley. He'd probably find a lot of good stuff in here."
I'm gonna check out some of the bottles, see if there's any.
Yeah, what are you gonna check specifically? There's a desk, there's a bookcase, there's the cabinet.
I guess the desk first.
Dagwood is going to look at the cabinet.
Okay, so on the desk, you find a piece of parchment that is rolled up and tied with twine. And then in the cabinet, you find 3 bottles that look like the one that you have on your person. Something about the quality of the liquid inside looks very familiar.
Okay. Like healing potions, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you see 3 like that. You see 2 other ones that you can't, the color's different. So these ones are kind of bluish. The ones like the ones you have. And the other ones are almost white. They're very, very pale blue. And then you also see 3 vials that are jet black, filled with jet black fluid.
He's gonna take all of them.
Okay, can you hold all of these?
I don't know.
What's your inventory? What's your...
If he recognizes the healing potions, he's going to grab 2 of them and hand them over to Brian, and then take the rest.
So there's 3 total. 3 total healing. So you want...
I'll hand 2 to Brian.
Okay, so you're going to take 1. All right, so I will drag 1 in your inventory. I'm not even sure what a healing potion is worth. Is it worth 1? Oh yeah, it's worth 1 weight. So now you have 2. And Brian, are you gonna...
Backpack.
Yeah. Are you gonna take... Yeah, she does. So she's gonna take 2 of those healing potions.
I mean, how much does a backpack hold? Can you take the rest of these little bottles and not mess with your encumbrance?
My encumbrance is real close. I have like 0.25. I can like have 1 field ration.
Well, encumbrance only really affects combat. Is that right? Like it makes you move more slowly in combat if you're holding all this
I think
stuff.
you can't move period if you're over encumbered, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Like
Just fall backwards.
I think. I don't know. You're muted, Joey. I saw you saying something, but I didn't hear you.
So encumbrance makes it where you can still move. The most.
Oh, you have to roll, right?
Yeah, you have to roll, and the most you're allowed to carry is, I believe it's twice your strength score is the maximum. Let me see. Let me look at the rules. I should know
over
this.
encumbered. Let's see here. You can temporarily carry more than your normal encumbrance. In this case, you must make a strength roll whenever you want to move in a round of combat or walk for a shift of travel. So it's not only combat but traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And if the roll fails, you must either drop what you're carrying or stay exactly where you are. So those are the
okay.
The encumbrance rules.
In that
you guys
case,
have the healing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
In that case, I think Dagwood then will say we should get Magnus to check this out, and we should maybe we should go find them before we do anything else.
Yeah. So speaking of Magnus, we will move the camera back over to Magnus and Gwydion, who are in this very tight space, sifting through chests that contain, or the pile that contains a bunch of tools like a pickaxe and rope and a shovel. Magnus, is there anything you wanted to do while Gwydion's searching through that stuff?
I'm gonna check out the first chest over here.
Okay. Yeah, so you open the chest, it's unlocked. You find it kind of brings a tear. You remember something of your past self because you see simple clothes that you can no longer wear. You see a cloak that you might be able to wear, it might be kind of difficult. A fur coat, also a pair of boots, a blanket, a dagger, and a hat with a red feather.
I'm gonna take the hat.
Nice, I love it. Okay, yeah, you take the hat. But that's all you find in these chests.
Would love this.
Gwydion will see the hat What's the hat look like?
It's just a very common, like, kind of floppy hat with a red feather sticking out of it.
That
Like a
hat
tannish color.
It's very macaroni. Magnus, suits you well.
Well, he's gonna try it on, and his bark is just gonna kind of go straight through the top of it.
Oh,
Fits
nice.
perfectly.
Love it. I'm sensing some updated Magnus artwork coming soon.
Yes.
Yes.
At this point, I'm going to open this door that I'm in front of because I'm going to assume it goes to. Oh, I can't. Is it locked?
It's locked, but you can unlock it from this side if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll unlock it.
Okay. It is unlocked.
Yeah.
And it opens out into a very familiar hallway.
And I'm going to yell down, Brian, Dagwood, we found food.
Your voice echoes down the corridor, and you don't hear a response.
Is Brian and Dagwood here?
I mean, that's... Why don't you guys roll me an awareness check, and we'll see if you hear. Because you guys are behind closed doors and kind of far away, so let's just see. Maybe with your cat ears you can hear something. Unfortunately, Dagwood, nothing. What about Brian?
Let's see.
Yeah, okay, you succeed. So you hear distant voices. It sounds very much like Gwydion. You only catch one word, and it's food.
Food. I'm gonna throw this door open.
What? What did you just say?
He said food.
Who said?
Gwydion. You didn't hear that?
Oh, they must have found food. Oh, I'm starving.
She's trying to throw this door open. Okay.
It's not working. Okay.
So she's gonna rush back the way she came.
Okay, you run back into the room, circling around, entering that long corridor, and it looks like we got a ton of people in the chat, so welcome everybody. I just saw the numbers shoot up dramatically. So we got Aladar, who's been watching all of us. Wow. Over a year. Well, thank you so much. Glad you could make it. We got Bunny Cat Likes here too. And I don't know, 23 people total. So that might be a new record. Strangely enough, we're about to stop the session, but thanks for hanging out with us. Say hello. Let us know where you're coming from, where you're viewing from. Anyway, okay, you guys. So Brian makes her way around through the room, out into the hallway. I'm guessing Dagwood's following. Okay. So yeah, you guys bolt down there. You kick through the pile of dirt that used to be the elemental and make your way facing Magnus standing in the hallway right there.
Look, I found a hat.
Oh, that's a great hat. We found a room with tons of stuff in it that you're gonna love.
Yeah, but where's the food?
Magnus is gonna step aside and point to the door.
Okay, she's gonna rush because her little stomach's grumbling.
Dagwood is also going to rush because his big stomach is grumbling.
Whoa, you two, there's barely any room in here.
Here, get it, move out of the way.
You're here for the food? It's the door to the north. Brian, go through that curtain.
Oh my god. Okay.
You guys are just running through all these hidden passageways and okay. Yeah, so Dagwood and Brian, you make it to the cupboard of food. It's 20 rations worth. It's a mix of dried meat, fruit, almonds, grains, and spices.
Save some of it.
Dagwood, mouthful, turns back to you and is like, "What? What are you saying?"
I don't know. I didn't hear him.
I feel like this is a good point where Dagwood might actually just sit on the ground and maybe take the rest that he might need.
Yeah, Brian's going to store one away because that's all she can store away, but she's going to eat a bunch of it.
Okay.
Stretch rest? Is that what the shorter one is?
Yeah. Stretch rest.
Yeah.
Short.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Magnus has already taken his because you can only take one per day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But Dagwood will indicate like where Magnus should go to check out this room, and he will also say, "Hey, you remember the monk that we met in the forest? Gwydion. You remember that monk?
Yeah, of course.
There's a statue of him in the very disappointingly empty kitchen and bedroom. I think that we might have already met Stormhand."
Did you see a seashell in that room? Because we're looking for, I believe it was a conch.
No, but I did find this book, if you guys want to look through it.
Probably best to have Magnus look at that.
There's a very big workshop with lots of tools and workbenches and a cabinet full of bottles of strange potions and liquids. And he will quickly reach into one of his pouches and he's going to toss the healing potion, the extra one he has, back over to Gwydion.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
Brian's just hoarding 3 healing potions.
So you guys are standing. Go ahead.
She'll give one to Magnus.
Oh, thank you. But I don't need it. You see, I can regenerate.
Oh, new tree power. All right, I'll hold on to this.
All right, as you guys are exchanging goods that you find everywhere, you hear this voice, and it is echoing through the corridors in a direction you cannot determine. And it says, "Filthy, filthy thieves." And right after that, you see an eruption of fire right behind you, Gwydion, as this lizard-like creature leaps forth from the torch behind you. And you also see Magnus in front of you. Some of the water make its way down the hallway from where you guys entered and materialize into a figure you have seen. Yeah, you guys have all seen it. Yeah, you definitely saw it. This woman with just tendrils of watery hair and a watery gown. And they start to move forward from both sides. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session, everybody.
Oh,
a little bit of a cliffhanger, kind of like last time.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a good one. Thank you guys so much, all the new viewers, for hanging out with us toward the end here. Hopefully you will check out the earlier part of the episode to see what brought these characters here and what led them to this point and all of the things they discovered in between. And thank you, Patrick, again for the amazing system. It's working flawlessly. And thank you, Andreas and Noel, for the music. And thank you guys for hanging out with us and watching. And we will be back next week to see how this thing shakes out with more Path of Glory, featuring Dragonbane, of course. And so we will see you guys next time. Good night.
Wait.
Yeah, what?
Very special announcement. Next week is really important.
Oh, okay. What is next week?
Next week is September 10th.
Oh,
which
that's
makes it a year long since me and Matt joined up.
Can you believe that? A year.
That's crazy.
Time flies.
Really? A year?
It's been a year.
Wow, that's insane. I can't believe it's been so long. Well, you guys have been amazing.
Crazy.
Thank you guys so much for being awesome players. And we have a great group. And yeah, it's been a blast. And I know it's incredibly late where you guys live, so appreciate appreciate the flexibility. But yeah, awesome. We'll have to have like a, I don't know.
I'm gonna dress fancy myself.
You're gonna dress fancy next time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on a shirt with a collar.
Wow. Look at that. Holy crap. Look at that. Okay, well, next week, 1 year anniversary for Matt and Joey. So hopefully you guys will join us. I don't know if we'll have any festivities planned, but we'll definitely be playing some Dragonbane. So again, any other things before we cut it? Or are we good?
No, that was good. Really, I should have waited till next week, but I'm terrible at keeping like things. I just realized next week is a 1 year. I gotta fucking talk about it right now. So, but oh well, it happens.
Cool. Okay, well, viewers, thanks again, all 26 of you. And we will see you guys next week.